Wow, 60 people in the United States died due to the Arctic storms that came in. And this is just going to get worse and worse as the Arctic jet stream gets weaker and weaker.
As freezing rain and blinding snow torment communities coast to coast, tonight a staggering death toll from this week's unrelenting weather, now blamed for killing at least 59 people. Christopher Roma died hiking in New Hampshire after getting stranded in suddenly perilous conditions.
The conditions became so bad that became disoriented. He didn't know which way to go.
The 37-year-old avid outdoorsman leaves behind a 2-year-old son.
He was just such an amazing brother and such an amazing father.
The barrage of bad weather making travel treacherous, leaving some drivers no choice but to abandon their cars. And as another storm trudges across the Northeast, officials offering this warning.
Things that are bad now may get worse as we see this day unfold.
Adding to the chaos, a plane made an emergency landing on a...
Oops. I mean, like every year, the winters get worse and worse. More and more states are forced with winter weather when they normally weren't ever dealing with winter weather, like Texas, who seems to be getting struck by winter storms for like the past few winters now, and their energy grid is unable to handle such temperatures.
On a snowy Virginia roadway.
They're saying that the pilot landed off of Route 50.
The FAA and NTSB now investigating what went wrong, but remarkably, no reported injuries. Across the...
More than likely, the plane got too icy, so they were forced to land because planes cannot travel when their wings are full of
country, Oregon's governor declaring a state of emergency with freezing rain coating roads and trees collapsing under the weight of ice. Tens of thousands there tonight without power in the cold.
Are still out, and I don't think it's going to come back on today either.
Heart-stopping moments in Michigan where a 65-year-old man fell through ice. When officers couldn't reach him, they attached a rescue disc to the victim's dog.
Call her,
who then ran to its owner.
Keep pulling on that disc, keep pulling the disc.
Officers then pulling him to safety. Across the southeast, water pipes bursting as temperatures plunge by 20 to 40 degrees today. NBC's Kathy Park is in Tennessee.
Knoxville typically receives roughly 4 inches of snow for the entire winter season, but parts of the area got buried in more than 8 inches just this week.
Digging out is a mounting...
Yeah, more than likely next year is going to be worse for Knoxville, and then worse even more the next year as the winters keep getting worse and worse due to the weakening Arctic jet stream, which is allowing for a lot more cold air to hit southern parts of the world.
Task for residents in western New York blasted by several feet of lake-effect snow and more on the way. One nonprofit is helping lighten the load.
How do you ignore the fact that people have 70 inches of snow? And, the single moms, the widows, the elderly, they can't get out and even get to their mailbox.
Emily Aketi is in Buffalo at the airport. Emily, how is the weather impacting travel?
Well, Lester, across the country, more than 1,000 flights have been canceled today and another 6,900 delayed.